What's good, everybody? What's
Not
good, everybody? It's your boy DJ.
Don't expose your last name.
That's not my last name, you idiot. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Nah, that
Uh,
is not my last name. Devin, actually, bleep out my not last name when you're editing this, please. DJ Guy.
You
And
could just
I'm
say your
here
first name.
today. That's boring. I'm here today to introduce.
Yeah, DJ Daniel has a good ring to it.
But yeah, but like that's lame. All right, so a DJ Guy back on the track. This isn't a track. This is it is a track. It's an audio track. I stand by my previous statement. Anyway, this this is actually a podcast. It is the Convenience Store podcast.
What?
Two high school boys and one midget, tiny 8th grade child. Just having a good old time. We talk about stuff. We like to have fun and other emotions. And yeah, with my co-hosts, DJ Other Guy and DJ Other Guy, also known as DJ Griffen and DJ Devin. Despite popular belief, none of us are DJs. And
What?
yeah,
I
this
thought I
is
was,
a podcast,
honestly.
by the way. I don't know if you got this is a podcast.
Wait, this is
So
a podcast.
also is a very significant part of the lore is totally up to personal gamble which one of us is the 8th grade midget. You don't know which two of us are in high school and which one is the 8th grader.
It's Devin,
It's
by
just
the way.
complete
Yeah,
mystery.
no. We don't know who it is.
Yeah,
we don't know who it is, but like it's suspected
It's-
to be Devin.
None of the three of us know who it is. We've just been told that it is this way.
Yo, it's like
I
one
think
of those.
it's Devin.
I think it's Daniel, honestly.
Why would it be me though?
Cause
People in high school know us. What high schoolers do you know, huh?
my
Us.
brother is a high schooler and you're a high schooler.
So what if we ask your brother? I can call him right now.
I dare you to do that. I dare you to do that.
I'm gonna be all right. We found our first talking point. Where is Reed? I didn't mean FaceTime audio. I meant phone call. No, I want to call him on the phone via phone. I guess he doesn't have service. Can you guys hear that?
I can't actually hear
Yes.
Buddy. What is your brother doing right now, Devin?
Probably watching TV or the debate.
Oh my god.
What an unconstructive person watching the Democratic debate.
This guy sucks.
Well, he sent me this video a while ago. Okay, well, back on topic. Devin is most likely. I don't know. I can't really. I don't remember if I'm in high school, but I know a lot of people in high school, and all my friends are pretty much in high school. So I'm not sure how I would have almost all my friends be in high school unless I was in high school. But maybe I'm just ahead of the game. But yeah. Anyway, one of us is indeed a midget, short, little baby boy 8th grader, and that is really something.
That's a yes.
You guys hear that? I don't know if you heard that, but I just yeah.
That's
You-
great.
Good talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I want to start with his first topic. Heart been broke so many times.
Devin, we talked about this. Devin.
Mama said it's my fault. It's my fault. I put my heart on my sleeve.
Oh my
Yes, I put my heart on ice. Heart on ice.
You know what? I have an idea. The Gus
All right, hold on. I gotta
Johnson
go for a
and
second.
Eddie Burback have a podcast, and on Twitter they have people tweet, questions and topics for them to answer on the podcast. So I thought maybe we could just steal their entire thing. All right. I also stole their mail that they opened in the podcast. So we're gonna steal their fans and answer their questions before they can even do it. So let's look up Gus and Eddie podcast.
Let's do that.
We're just gonna
Collectively.
take questions.
Yeah.
I
Um.
that's kind of smart actually, because they get conversation starters. So
Yeah.
I guess
Right.
that's a good way for us to go about things, since
Uh-huh.
we're really aimless
Oh,
right now.
I'm knocking everything over. Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay. All right. Um.
Yo, ballsack pants.
My goodness, Devin.
Gus Johnson was on Good Mythical Morning.
That's
and,
crazy.
They put him in the back. Gus Buckus is his Twitter. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna look up Gus and Eddie podcast.
Do that. I dare you.
He already was. You
No.
do that.
You're wrong.
Okay. Hashtag Gus and Eddie. Disagreement. My friend and I have argued for years about this one. I defend my side, but I won't tell you which side I'm on because the answer is obvious. Is a quesadilla closer to a sandwich or an omelet?
I really don't know how to respond to this, because I don't know exactly what qualifications something has to meet to be an omelet.
Well, I feel
I
like
can
an omelet
I can
has to be
understand
made
that.
out of eggs.
Yeah.
I guess that sounds pretty sensical. Like a sandwich is just center layer,
Of
and
bread.
then another of the first layer. Like it's like bread or a bun or something. But an omelet, yeah, I guess I feel like it does have to be an egg thing.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but there's multiple ways to make a quesadilla, because you could do like folded in half, or you could have two tortillas, right? So if we're saying that a quesadilla folded in half is a sandwich, then wouldn't like a hot dog or a taco be classified as a sandwich as well?
Well, it's not saying it is a sandwich. It's saying it's
Which is it closer to?
closer to. And I say that's definitely a sandwich because think about it. What's a quesadilla? The most basic quesadilla. It's a tortilla with cheese and then more tortilla, right? A sandwich, a
Yeah,
grilled cheese
say
sandwich is bread with cheese and then more bread.
Yo, speaking
And
of
a
bread and
tortilla
cheese,
is a bread product. So
That's
is it not
crazy.
almost a sandwich?
I had a grilled cheese tonight. I think that's kind of
Devin.
relevant to what we're talking about, though.
This is what we don't do.
I'm just saying, I did.
Okay. Well,
All right.
what do you guys think about my reasoning?
I think
I
it's
think
sensical.
yes, I think it's pretty sound logic. I would definitely say I agree with both of y'all on different parts of it. Like I agree with Devin that it's definitely not like entirely on one side. And I mean, Dan, I'm not saying that you said it is, Daniel. Just saying that like Devin brought that up first. So yeah, I don't think it's entirely one, but I would say it's closer to a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna look up omelet, and let's look at the
Definition of omelet.
An omelet is a dish made from beaten eggs. Okay, automatically it is not at all an omelet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say honestly, if we're doing like a relative scale, it would have to essentially be a sandwich. Like not
The
even
only
closer to,
similarity-
because it's not involving eggs.
The only similarity is that you put stuff in it, but that's like saying an omelet and a sandwich are close together. Like
Yeah.
it's shaped like an omelet a lot of the time, and it is. I don't know, but it's just not because like I mean it's just not. I gotta say. Actually, what's the definition of a sandwich? To be honest, because like I feel
Big
like
brain.
it's always like is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a Barack Obama a sandwich?
I think Barack Obama definitely is a sandwich.
No, I'd say Barack Obama is closer to an uh,
Well, I think
I'm blanking right now.
the important thing to note about that sandwich dilemma is that uh, Lizzo makes music
That's true.
and people listen to said music.
I'm
Uh,
gonna have to disagree.
yeah, that's that last part. I'm not sure about that one, but you know what?
Nobody listens to Lizzo's music. We're all just familiar with her for some unknown, like through some unknown force. We just all are familiar with her, but we have no idea at all what she sounds like.
She's
You know
formed
who
a
she works with.
successful career entirely off of faking streams. No one has ever streamed a Lizzo song. Like you can listen, like people have listened to the music if it's playing on the radio, people have gone to the concerts, but no one in their free time has ever played a Lizzo song to listen to. For some reason they went to they went to the concerts because like they just couldn't get themselves to play it by themselves. So to enjoy Lizzo music, they had to see a live performance.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So it's mostly like curiosity.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
Like
like,
what?
what's this big Lizzo? What's the
Big
big
Lizzo.
Lizzo deal? What's up with Lizzo? And then they're like, I'm gonna listen to her music. Oh, I can't because my brain is telling me not to, but I really want to listen to Lizzo music. And then they go to the concert, and they listen to the music, but they actually cannot remember what they just witnessed. So it's just a weird paradox, not a
Yeah,
paradox. It's a weird situation, and I think that is really a great uh, factor in the debate about whether a quesadilla is closer to an omelet or a sandwich.
yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Um, I want to go to the next thing on this hashtag. It's a picture of a
Well, we don't
mannequin.
do pictures here, buddy. So we're
Well, I
skipping
just
that one.
I
Yeah,
just want to say
you're
why
gonna
is
describe a picture.
but it's a mannequin and he has a cell phone thingy that's strapped to his
And he
head
has
and
a
he has a
mustache.
mustache. The main thing is why is the mannequin mustache?
All right, this is easy to explain. We can talk about this. So, there's a strap basically where you put your phone on on a forehead strap,
Strap
and
on.
the debate is
Strap
the debate is this okay because it's similar to a a GoPro, or is it uh, a step too far? And why does the mannequin have a mustache?
No, it
First
says
of
why
all,
is the mannequin mustache?
oh yeah.
Why is the mannequin mustache?
First of all, the mustache is just fresh. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
It's
very fresh.
mustache from a mannequin. What are you gonna? Unless it's a Hitler mustache, you're not gonna complain.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily the most respectable or tasteful look, but I feel like a mannequin could definitely rock the Hitler sash.
Uh, well, probably. I feel like you might not. You might have some people who are in a. No estoy de acuerdo con uh, Hitler, but that's just my opinion.
I don't speak Italian.
For all of you uncultured swines who don't take Spanish to, I said there's a lot of people who don't agree, who aren't in agreement with Hitler.
I mean, that's fair to say.
I'd say that that's a very justified opinion. I
I
think that
mean, I
that's
think
pretty realistic.
it's reasonable, but also like 6 million is a big num. I'm kidding. For the record, that was a joke. I'm not a Holocaust denier.
For the record, that was not a joke. And we were sponsored by the what even was the name that was sponsored by the Nazi Party?
What?
I don't know what that last noise was.
So
Wait,
I think what the
can I do that again? A little bit.
I think what we're saying is anyone who wears a strap-on cell phone on their forehead is Hitler.
I think we can. Yeah, I think we're in agreement.
Yes.
Estoy de acuerdo.
All right. Yo. Okay. Um. Um. Whoa.
Well
Disagreement.
said.
Saturday after work, I went to see when I worked next, but it was not posted. I asked my boss, who said Wednesday. She got mad after I didn't show Tuesday. She says it's my responsibility to text and ask when I'm scheduled, even after she said Wednesday. Is it? Now, I have never had a job, but I'm just saying if someone did this to me, I would not only quit the job, but so would everyone else at the job because I would murder my boss.
You're
Wait, why would that make
so
them?
yeah, they quit the job. They're like, oh, my boss got murdered. I hate this company.
No, like I would work my way all up the line, like line of business or whatever. The people in charge, and I would kill every single figurehead of the company and disband the business, so everyone would be forced to quit or they would get laid off, basically.
Bro, stop spamming. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. That was a funny Fortnite joke. It didn't.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean,
If you think
I
the
don't
boss
mean
is
to be
right,
that guy, but like we don't know all of the variables because to be honest, if the boss had reiterated multiple times in the past that it is an expectation, you text them to see when you should come back, that's annoying. But then it is the worker's fault if they didn't do that.
no,
But like
but
if that's a foreign deal, then that's a totally unrealistic and that's
well,
just like weird.
the thing is, right? So on Saturday
No.
was the last time she had worked since Wednesday, right? Or I mean, until Wednesday. So she went to work on Saturday, and then after work, or I don't know if it's a she. The boss is a she. Okay, this person went to work on Saturday, and then after work asked their boss when they had to work next, and the boss said Wednesday, so she didn't show up until Wednesday. So she
Yeah,
did check in.
that's true.
So I feel like you
That's
can't.
that's true. Actually, I retract my previous statement.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't
Well,
work.
actually, I do know. I do know.
Yeah, I think we
This
sort of have
boss
somewhat of an opinion.
I mean, I just don't get the like reasoning behind the boss.
Yeah,
It's like those annoying ass teachers who are like you check in several times and they just forget. Like I get they have a lot to do, but that's your job. You can't just forget that I was like, okay, so I'm redoing this assignment, and I turned it on online. And would you please update my grade? And then it's like, you know what, pal? I'm
No.
sick. I'm sick of this. And I am not gonna make any joke about murdering people involving school because I was protected before when I said I would do this if this happened because those circumstances have not been met.
Yeah.
But if I say this happens all the time and I will do this, then I might be in trouble. There's this guy who went to prison for like 7 years because he said he was gonna shoot up a school on RuneScape. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
That's understandable.
That's a non-preferable situation.
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we need another question. This
Yeah,
is
we
getting
probably
a
need
little bit
another
strange.
pregunta, as they say on the Gus and Stupid Guy podcast. I don't mean to discriminate, Gus. You're also stupid. I hate both of you. That's why I've listened to 4 hours of your podcast in the past 2 days, because I hate you so much.
Same.
So,
Even though I didn't listen, but same.
Yeah, me too, as well.
okay. My Chipotle bowl fell on the ground in a parking garage, and half of it spilled out. And in an attempt to salvage my precious food, I scraped some of the rice and beans off the pile that fell and ate it. My roommate said it was disgusting. Who is right? I would say at a first, uh, a first, readout of the situation, probably your roommate.
Well, it depends on whether the food that you ate was actually in contact with the ground.
Well, there's an image here, and it looks like uh, the food is on the ground, and the
Well,
bowl is like fallen somewhere else. And she says, I scooped some off the pile." So it was like cushioned by more contaminated food.
yeah.
Okay, this is. I guess it's sort of more on how, like, I guess your scale of literally not acknowledging the existence of germs and being a complete germaphobe, because I feel like if you scoop a little bit off the top, there's no way that a regular floor, like, I cut the top off, but there's no way, oh my goodness, there's no way, like, a regular floor has some sort of disease that's gonna spread all the way through the food in seconds and then murder them by
It's just a
taking some off the top.
It's a parking garage.
I mean, that's still like a fairly normal floor, like, as opposed to maybe the floor in some, like, room that somehow went uncleaned in a hospital, or I don't know, like an airport bathroom that hasn't been cleaned in a while or something.
Mhm. I mean, honestly, if it was like some super gross like area, I
Mm,
would I would be too grossed out to eat it.
yeah.
Like I would not eat, a pile of food. Like if I dropped food on like a toilet seat. If I dropped food on a toilet seat and then in like 5 seconds I could scoop the top of the pile off that hadn't actually touched the toilet seat, I still wouldn't do that, but probably uh it would not actually be any worse because it's still like I don't think germs spread that fast.
Yeah. And also, I mean, so did they say it's just a parking garage, or is it like they live in an apartment complex or something? Because,
They
like,
said a parking garage.
okay, so I guess then if they call it a parking garage, it might be safer to assume they were just at any parking garage because they were doing something. But, like, if they live in an apartment complex or something that has parking and they drop it, like, that is kind of gross. But I feel like also that makes it a little bit more familiar too.
Yeah.
as opposed to a random
Well,
parking
because like you're
garage.
probably immunized from licking the parking garage ground where you live, right?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Well, I more mean like I'd feel more comfortable if I was forced to. I'd feel more comfortable picking up some food off of the floor in my house than the house of a stranger, even if
Well,
the
because you
floors are
already licked
equally clean.
you already licked the floor, so if there is anything on it, you're probably gonna have been exposed to it already, right?
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah,
That's
of
your
course.
reasoning. Because
Obviously.
like, if I was licking their floor, like instead of mine, like I was going over to my neighbor's house to lick their floors every day, then I would rather eat it from their floor because I'm more familiar with the environment. Just like my driveway, I lick my driveway more than my neighbor's driveway, so I don't want to eat food off my neighbor's driveway.
Well, I lick my neighbor's driveway more than I lick my driveway, but
Well, then
Yeah,
you would
my
probably
neighbor's
want to.
driveway is a lot more tasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
neighbor's driveway is pretty. Uh, it's just not good. There's a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. Um, you know, there's not a lot of depth of flavor. It's just kind of overly salty. Uh,
Oh yeah, you can't go with that. That's just not good.
like my driveway is it's properly spiced and it's got a nice kick. Um, there's definitely it's still there's still salt, but it's not as extreme and it's not overpowering.
imagine walking outside and you see your neighbor spicing their driveway.
Well, I mean, you would do it in the middle of the night where no one would see. I mean, because you just wouldn't do that because like throughout the night, every neighbor within visible radius has their time slots where they're spicing their driveway. So like at the end of the block and at the middle of the block, and then I'm at the other end of the block. So we would all go out at the same time, spice our driveways at like 2 a.m. We can't see each other, then like it rotates. So that it's just like a private ordeal, but it's efficient. I mean, I don't know how your neighborhoods do it, but that's how we do it.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
Um,
Good talk.
so anyway, back. I mean, I think it's good to cover spicing.
Yeah, you got to cover the basics.
Yeah, the basic economics of the United States. Driveway spices are a big industry.
Drive-by spicings.
I've been talking a lot, so I'm gonna give you a disagreement, and I'll let you boys take it over for the most part.
Okay.
I appreciate.
Disagreement. In third grade, I had a teacher who went by her first name and gave everyone permission to call her by it. When referring to her with another teacher, he said that. Wait. Okay. And sorry, I got mixed up on who the subject of the sentence was. It was poorly formatted, not MLA style. This person clearly didn't pass their English class, no matter what their English teacher was called. In third grade, I had a teacher who went by her first name, and we all called her by it. When referring to her with another teacher, who is, I'm assuming the other teacher is a male, he said we shouldn't use her first name with him, even if she said we could.
So is that the full question?
Okay. The teacher gave her students permission to call her by her first name.
Mhm.
Another teacher said that when they were talking to him, they should call their teacher by her last name, even though she said they didn't have to when talking to her. Is the teacher who didn't want the students to talk to him about another teacher by first name weird?
I think yes. That'd be weird if Actually, yes. I definitely have a strong opinion on this because it would be weird if Daniel, you told a bunch of people, like all these people getting to know you, you're like, yeah, call me Daniel. And then people were talking to you, talking about you to me. And I'm like, why do you call him Daniel? You should be calling him Steve. Like
Well,
that.
that's different because it's like a teacher. Like say we have a business relationship or something, right? And it's like you know me as Mr. That out again. I keep doxing myself. You know me as Mr. Rogers, and I know you as Mr. Obama. Get down. Right? I say that my clients can just call me. All right, scratch that whole scenario. I got this in it. Okay, we're both therapists, right?
We're both therapists.
Think about this. We're both therapists, and you know me as Dr. Barack Obama, and I know you as Dr. Obama Barack. So I say to my clients, they can call me Daniel, right?
Mhm.
And then your clients, for some reason, my clients talk to you because we do different types of therapy. And then you're like, actually, you're right. Because the guy's weird.
Yeah, that guy is weird.
I don't. This is really confusing. I don't.
I feel like it's kind of different from any other situation that's not teaching, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true, but still, I feel like it's weird.
But don't like. I feel like teachers, when talking to each other, would refer to each other by first name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know,
So
cause to be honest, I feel like even though it is sort of a like weird situation that sort of only really works with the teacher context, at least as far as I'm thinking at the moment. Like, I feel like this really only sort of seems like a sensical situation in the teacher context. It's just weird for, like, for them to just, for the dude to be like, yeah, but so you all call her this, her first name, because she said you could do that, but I like calling other teachers by their last name, which is fine, I guess, but it's just weird to be like, even if it does apply to the profession, it's just weird to be like, you should call her differently than she is always called, specifically just with me, because that is my preference.
well, the weird thing is, I doubt he called her by. I doubt. Sorry, I'm moving away from the mic. I doubt he called her by her last name. He probably
Yeah.
called her by her first name, but like, I think he specifically didn't want students talking to him calling her by her first name, even if he talked to her and called her by her first name, which is
Yeah,
weird.
that's what I mean. I still feel like that's strange
Yeah.
because it's just like, why does he feel uncomfortable speaking about her with someone other than her, calling her by her first name but not by her last? Like, it's
I don't
really
know.
weird.
Yeah, I feel like the weirdness would be on the part of the teacher who's being called by first name by students.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's weird.
Another pregunta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jackson is about to join us.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Let me find a good one. A good juicy pregunta. Hey,
What's
Yo.
up?
you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jackson.
Yo.
What's up, Jackson? What's happening?
Was good.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
We got a guest, guys. This is
Yeah.
not one of the three of us that have been talking for the past half hour. And believe it or not, this is a new voice.
It is, in fact, a new voice.
That's crazy.
You know, we're just going through some questions. We've been stealing questions from the fans of other podcasts. Next week we'll be stealing questions from. We'll be hacking the official podcast Patreon to steal their questions. But today we're just looking up good old
Okay.
for questions. So I'm about to present another pregunta, and we'll have you answer it, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah,
Okey-doke.
you have to answer it.
You just
You have to form an opinion. We're just gonna sit in silence and
You'll have
ponder on what you
Sounds
say.
like a plan.
you have 10 minutes to discuss your answer.
Yeah, if you can't drone on for 10 minutes, there will be some moment. I don't know how long it'll be. Say, just like imagine you somehow manage to drone on with a response for 7 minutes. There will be 3 minutes of silence after that. We can
Okay.
speak because we have to give you the full 10.
Yeah, I get it. It's a respect thing.
All right. And there will be a consequence for every minute you do not talk.
Oh, all right.
And the punishment goes up exponentially to
Oh, all right.
each minute.
Yeah, it's not like you get a longer punishment of the same punishment for each minute. It's not like we add a minute to your punishment. We just add it's like I
there's
imagine
a
you'll be
cap.
able to talk for a minute, so it's like the 9 layers of hell, you know?
Oh,
So it'll
okay.
get
Oh, yeah,
progressively
yeah.
more terrible and awful.
Mm-hmm.
So get ready to get those lips flapping.
All right.
Got the lips flapping.
Um,
Oh wait. Okay, sorry to cut you off, but did
Yeah.
we have any sort of introduction? I feel like I didn't have my name stated in any way. I don't know if Jackson knows Devin, but
what did you say? Sorry, I was looking for.
I was saying I sort of am blanking right now. Did you introduce us? Or I don't know if
not
Jackson knows
not to
Devin,
Jackson.
but
Okay.
okay. I
Jackson.
mean that's not a problem. I just feel sort of weird. I feel like I should say something.
Yeah, you guys can introduce yourself. I don't. Need
Yeah,
to.
what's up, Jackson? My name is Griffen.
All right.
I am known as Devin.
Okie dokie.
Devin is short, by the way.
All right. Well, I'm not, so we don't have that in common.
Yeah, we love to give Devin a good old, yeah.
You know,
Oh, this is a good one. I think we're all familiar with iDubbbz.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir.
I think we're all familiar with Mr. Peanut.
Yep.
How about you, Griffin?
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Devin.
LLP. No, it'd be LLMP. Long live Mr. Peanut.
No, because it's Mr. isn't part of his name.
Well, I mean, Ja isn't Josh. They're Jose, however you pronounce it. That's a shortening name. But people always use LLJ for long live Ja.
Well, it would also be long live Jose. So, but it's not like you wouldn't say long live Mister.
That's true. Never mind. I'm not even gonna debate that because
Then
I
there's
guess
the
I'm
dilemma.
sort of spaz out.
You know, it's like usually
Long
it's
live Peanut. Like that sounds worse.
Well, I mean, like,
well
that's
here's
his
the
last
dilemma.
name. We don't know his first name.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
is
That's what I'm
Mr.
trying to
Peanut's
say.
First name?
Because usually it's like long live Juice is like because that's his artist name.
Yeah.
So it's like long live X2 is like less used, but we don't know his artist name. We don't know the artist name or the first name of Mr. Peanut.
Is Mr. Peanut's first name Mr. or is it like Mr.
Yeah. That's a possibility
I don't know,
we
that
haven't
could be the-
explored.
that
It's
could
a
be
But it's
Mr.
R. It's not like I feel like if it was a name, it would be Mister.
Well, let's look this up. Is Mr.
Just Google, does Mr.
Peanut.
Peanut have a first name? Because I feel like
Okay.
sometimes brands will do little things.
Bartholomew Richard Fitzgerald Smythe.
Wait,
That's his real
That is his name.
Wait.
yeah, what?
Richard Fitzgerald Smythe. Wait,
Hold up. Okay.
Wait.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's LLBRFS.
Well, is it LR? Wouldn't it be? It could be
Yeah, wait.
BR or LLBRF because it's Fitzgerald hyphen Smythe, not Fitzgerald space Smythe.
Okay, that's fair, but still. So we're going with LLBRF.
yeah.
Hashtag LLBRF.
He was born in 1916.
Damn, he's an old boy.
Yeah, wait.
Why did the
You
kid
look
who
pretty
made
youthful,
him make
buddy.
his name that?
Because,
That was obviously a really common
Richard
name back then.
Fitzgerald.
Oh, hold on. I've gotten a question from one of our adoring fans. The question is D space high space S space OK space S space high space S space 2 spaces L and then HDJEHSHSHJSNSNE JSJSN DDMMSMS DND JJDKDND.
Jackson, you're on the talking chair. You got to
All
talk
right,
for
so
10 minutes
this
about
question
that.
obviously delves into the deep societal roots of racism and the way it's affected the past years of society.
Word.
And so I think that what he's saying by all these numbers and letters is that he is trapped in a society that does not allow him to move past his position as his whatever race he is. So I think that, in connection to Mr. Peanut, like Mr. Peanut was in 1916 and he stayed his whole life as a brand mascot because his race is a peanut. So I think that this question obviously is talking about how, he's stuck just like Mr. Peanut. And so I think that's what this question means. And my opinion is maybe you should change your race.
All right. Talked for about a minute.
So
9 layers of hell for you.
can we sort of expand on this, because I think we can build some further questioning. I'm feeling a little bit generous. I think we could give him some more talking time if we could.
Here, I have a related topic.
Well, I have a question based off of his response that I feel like he could continue up with. So, what would you define the term for ethnicity as being, like the race of being peanut? Would it be like Peanutian, Phoenician? What do you think is the best term to describe this group?
Phoenician.
I think that he's Phoenician Muscodian because he's a mascot. That's a peanut.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Here's a pregunta. We'll go back to the items versus peanut thing, but I think we need a little bit more time to consider that because it's a deep-rooted question. Here's a less deep-rooted question that's super easy. It's not a very heavy topic. My stepdad says blackface is not racist because it was originally used in plays to portray black people. I say it's
Wait a minute.
racist because
That's it.
blackface it was
Wait a second.
designed to look weird.
This is a question for Google.
I mean, I'm pretty
blackface
sure-
racist.
I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason that it's racist is because it
Yeah, I think
to portray
It's
black.
sad
think
to me
the
that it's
point
not
is-
the popular opinion that blackface is always racist.
Yeah.
Right. Here's a good article from CNN. It does not matter what skin tone you're trying to portray: blackface, brownface, yellowface, redface, any colored face you wear. that isn't yours is racist. Some of the recent
Yeah.
controversies have included public figures such as Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Virginia Governor Rolf Northman.
That one's purple.
Trudeau apologized after a photo emerged of him wearing brown face during a 2001 school event. A photo of a person in blackface was found in Northman's personal page in his medical school yearbook. Here's why these incidents and others like them are so offensive. And then a couple ads for pizza.
Is there an ad for what is the company that Mr. Peanut is a mascot
Planters.
for? Yeah.
No,
Planters,
there's
Peanuts. Or
goes on
shouldn't
to
it be? I feel like it should be Bartholomew Richard Fitzgerald Smythes. Peanut.
Smythe. Yeah,
Smythe.
I think Peanut should probably be somewhere in his name at least.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming his last name is Peanut, and
So that's all his first name.
Yeah.
First
He it's not even all hyphenated. He has some just spaces and a hyphenated name
Well-
in his
well,
first name.
He's a peanut. He's a peanut in peanut culture.
In
I think they
Phoenician
have-
culture, you mean?
Yeah, in Phoenician Muscodian culture, Phoenician Muscodia. No, wait, that's not. No, in Phoenician Muscodian culture, it's like how in Hispanic cultures there's like 4 names instead of 3, I think. So it's like, you know, I think Peanut is like everyone has that as a given last name.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it
for
would
sure.
be Bartholomew Richard Fitzgerald Smythe Peanut, because they're a proud group. They're a proud people, and they want to, because people usually can't tell by looking at them, so they want to know when it's like, "What's your name?" It's like, "I'm this guy, and I'm a peanut."
Yeah,
But-
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then
Yeah.
how many Mr. Peanuts are there?
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's potentially infinite if they can
Yo.
have a sustainable society, far into the future. It's not really calculable unless
here's
they
the thing.
follow an exact pattern of growth.
As far as we know, the average lifespan of a peanut that is humanoid and sentient is 104.
Yeah. Is
Our one example.
So the
lived
question
That's
to
the only one we
104,
know
so-
of.
Yeah,
We have a
exactly.
baby
No,
peanut.
I'm agreeing with you. We have
Yeah.
There is a
one example, and it lived to 104. So the average life expectancy to our standards for someone of the Phoenician Muscodian ethnicity or race, whatever you want to call it, would be 104.
Yeah, so now we have a baby peanut. So does that mean there's like a Mrs. Peanut?
Hold up.
Or do they produce sexually?
Or
We
we
don't
don't even know. Can they reproduce asexually?
Maybe maybe the peanut shape is because he's like mid mitosis his whole life.
Wait, but peanuts are plants, right? So we would assume that sentient peanuts are from a form of plant.
Yeah, and
Because
plants
they
would reproduce sexually. So
Yeah. So
Okay.
he does have a, but they also reproduce where it's like every generation they alternate. So like the peanut and the peanut plant are the same species, but they're different. They have different genes or something. Like an apple and an apple tree are the same species, but the apple doesn't like produce other apples. They produce a tree that
yeah,
an apple. So
Yeah, that's true.
cyclical. So Mrs. Peanut would but the generation of that's like the fruit, I think reproduces asexually by just the seeds get left in the ground, right? Or do they
Yeah.
need to be pollinated? So his Mr. Peanut's mom is a peanut tree or peanuts. Like peanut tree, I don't know.
It's
too
getting kind of
confusing.
complicated.
Well, we know we got the baby peanut though. They buried him, and the baby peanut came out of the ground. So I think that's
Baby
what
peanut
happened.
would be a tree, though. So
No,
the Super
wait.
Bowl ad is factually incorrect.
Yeah,
many-
he must have evolved to either like, be like a person or something like that,
Wait.
where
Yo, wait. So is
The peanuts grow in the ground.
okay, but okay, wait.
Wait,
Wait,
so Baby Peanut is Mr. Peanut's grandson. Holy crap.
wait, how?
that makes
Bro.
more sense with this age too.
Because look, Mr. Peanut was buried in the ground, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He became a
And
tree.
then Baby Peanut came back out. So the tree was his son because it's like the alternation. Like
Yeah.
the fruit is the son and father of a, or is the like parent and child of a tree, and the tree is the parent and child of the fruit or nut or whatever is produced. So Baby Peanut is the grandson.
Yeah, and that makes more sense with his age.
Mm-hmm. Because he's an old ass man.
Yeah, it's all backed.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where this was going or where it came from, to be honest, but that was
Yeah,
good.
we went so far.
That was
This
amazing.
was
Who would win? Who would
and
win, Mr. Peanut?
issue.
Who would win, Mr. Peanut or iDubbbz? I would say iDubbbz because Mr. Peanut is dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a fair.
But what if iDubbbz is allergic to peanuts?
We don't know that.
Hold up.
That changes everything. He could literally be one-shotted.
Let's look this up.
Yeah, we should.
iDubbbz
Allergic to peanuts.
alert.
That's public domain information. That's not open source.
This doesn't tell me anything.
Is iDubbbz Canadian, sick, still dating, still alive, rich, monetized, a Democrat, P.O. Box open? Wow.
That's a variety of questions.
Is he a Democrat? Let's discuss that.
I really don't know.
He said the N-word multiple times.
I feel like he doesn't.
That is his political stance.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't vote. You know, I feel like he's not a
Yeah.
politically involved guy. And if he is, I kind of feel like even though he does the whole edgy, ironic humor, he's probably not like some right wing guy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like that.
He saves
I don't
squirrels for
know.
Christ's sake.
I feel like
True.
it's kind of a gamble. Like
Yeah.
I sort of agree, but I don't know. Not to get into a political bias, but I'm not huge. A lot of conservatives, but like I wouldn't be surprised if
I
he's
wouldn't be
more
surprised.
conservative. Plus,
I feel-
also he lives in like a suburban Arizona area. Like I
Yeah.
feel like he might have grown up pretty conservative if that's the area that he's always lived.
I feel like he's probably just not politically involved, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, all that from we got a lot of that peanut versus iDubbbz thing. Also, blackface is racist. I don't think that should be a controversial opinion. Is it
Okay.
acceptable to leave the bathroom while brushing your teeth?
I do that.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
mean,
think everyone does that.
Yeah, everyone's done that. Plus, like, even if that was something, somehow there was something in your subconscious that just almost always stopped you from doing that. What is, like, problematic about leaving the room while brushing your teeth?
I think it's
I
unacceptable
have a
to
better
not
question.
leave the room.
My
give
friend
Vera some
thinks it's
privacy.
okay to park taking up multiple spots if you're in a truck, especially a big truck. Your friend deserves to die.
I've never parked a car, so
Okay, but like just think about it. You don't have to drive. I don't drive, but like, why are you taking up two spots?
yeah.
You should. They're like one spot for a reason. It's not like, oh, take how many spots you like. It's not like Halloween.
And he
This
says
is parking.
and apparently this stupid friend who thinks it's okay to take up multiple spots because you're in a truck. Well, first of all, if you don't want to park your truck in a small spot, then don't drive a truck, you idiot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I feel
know
like
for a fact driving a truck is not the most convenient thing.
Yeah.
And second of all, he said that people will understand when he does, which is just stupid.
Yeah. I mean, well, actually, we don't know what his truck looks like. What if his truck is 2 parking spots wide?
what if he
his
drives
truck?
He just
His-
has like a super wide car. He needs 2 lanes.
Well, then he
To
shouldn't
drive,
be driving
dude.
that car.
yeah.
Is that? I don't think that's
Hey,
road.
Daniel, I
don't
don't
think
know
that's
if there's
legal.
actually a truck that's built like that. That would
I know.
ever be
I'm
driven
just
on
saying,
the
like,
road.
I'm not even gonna unironically, or I'm not even gonna ironically support this
Yeah.
idiocracy. Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Idiocracy, democracy.
Is that a word? I feel like
Yeah,
no,
idiocracy is a word,
idiocy.
but Devin had to drop some lyrical miracle on us. The idiocracy, democracy.
All right, I have two. Or actually, one of them is bad, but the other one is a good question.
It's not a word. It's a movie.
That makes it a word.
I was confused for a second because you just said that with no context. But okay. How do you feel about the Libyan civil war in 2012?
I mean, this one's for Jackson, right? Since we were sort of giving like guess questions.
I mean,
I guess we sort of branched off from that with the parking.
yeah. If you wanted to be, you can.
I mean, I guess at this point, I just will just talk. I don't know. I don't really remember much about it. I hope that it goes preferably. I
No,
don't know.
I remember everything about it. I don't know what you mean.
It
You were
appears-
there.
Yeah,
to have ended.
On the front
So
line.
yeah. I don't.
Y'all want some ASMR?
I just got texted that, so I don't know what it was about.
it appears it's the second Libyan civil war, not the first.
Ooh. That's crazy. I think
Yeah.
let's get one more pregunta in there from Twitter, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, Jackson will really let you. I'll just stop talking because every time I say I'm going to stop talking, I don't. And I
Well,
think
I mean,
as
it
the
doesn't
guest-
matter as long as everyone talks. It's not like you have to lower yourself or something.
Okay.
It
All right,
appears
I'm going
that
to find a good one and then let Jackson have a bit of vocal expression time.
Really take the stage.
All right. You guys can just talk while I find the right pregunta.
All right. So, Jackson, do you have like a favorite music artist, favorite song, favorite album, anything like that?
not at the moment.
All right, that's cool. Favorite genre?
I think I'd say I like multiple genres. I like rap, I like rock.
Mhm.
Man. I mean, there's some heavy metal that I like, not the whole genre. I feel like there's a lot of weird shit in that genre. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the 3 main genres I listen to.
All right, that's cool. Do you like the sort of genre crossovers? Like that's interesting. You say rap, rock, and a little bit of metal. Are you a Death Grips kind of guy?
Not really.
Whoa.
Understandable.
Hold on. I found one. This
Let's
isn't
go.
something to talk about really, but this guy just said, if the men's restroom is occupied, is it okay to use the women's?
Ooh.
No. No.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it
I
works.
think he means when it's like the single stalls that are still gendered for no reason. Like
I'd
it's just
say
2 single stall bathrooms, but one of them is for the women's. If that, I say yes, because it's like
yeah.
it's not actually why are they even gendered?
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
make sure there's no women around though, because then like when you come out, it might be a little awkward if someone's waiting in line.
The guy who tweeted it has long hair though, so,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think if it's like if it's a place like a very public place where they have men's bathroom with tons of urinals and stuff and the women's bathroom has tons of stalls, then no. But
Yeah,
if
well,
you're like you said, if it's one where it might as well not even be gendered since there's nothing gender specific about the bathrooms, like it's more of the family kind of bathrooms, then yeah, I guess there's not really a problem with that. Like it's not hurting anyone or bothering anyone.
Yeah,
mhm.
agree.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Y'all want another pregunta or?
Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about that while you're looking.
I want to
Then you
mention a
can't really
couple
contribute
things.
unless you're done with the search.
I want to mention a couple things, or just one thing.
Okay.
I hit 200 followers on Instagram. Let's go.
Bro.
All right.
All right. Also, I found this image on Wikipedia of it's it's a picture. It's a picture. It's for sure a picture. It's in general,
I
and
don't. We're not gonna describe pictures.
it says Mr. Peanut goes to war, and he's holding a gun.
Well, good job not describing any pictures.
He's going to war. Let's go.
Devin,
Mr. Peanut
die.
going to war.
Well,
Okay.
he is in fact going to war.
All right.
That's fair.
That's the two things corner. Last time we had, or 2 times ago, we had 5 things corner. Now we have 2 things corner. That's it. That's my 2 things corner.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
So we sort of downsized it a little bit, but it's still a prevalent
Yeah.
little section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, I don't know, I guess just more icebreaker stuff since that's what I started with. What sort of entertainment are you into, Jackson? Are you like a movie guy, TV shows, anything like that? Art, like painting kind of stuff?
I'm more of a, I'd say like, I think I prefer movies over TV shows. I mean, there are a couple good TV shows like South Park, the Eric Andre show.
Mm-hmm.
But I mostly
Yes,
watch
sir.
movies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you more like a indie or very mainstream movie kind of guy? If you had to pick an extreme, which one do you think you lie closer to?
It really depends. There are some really good indie movies, and there are some
Mhm.
really good mainstream movies.
That's true.
And I feel like sometimes the indie genre has a little more area to fail because a lot of them are trying to be too similar or like too new, and then they end up like falling flat because they're like doing too many different things at once.
Yeah.
And so I
That's
think
definitely fair.
yeah, I think definitely like even though the mainstream movies follow a formula, the formula kind of works sometimes. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, and then you just get like a shitty movie. But
Yeah.
like the formula can work, and so I feel like
Mm-hmm.
they're both equally good.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Like mainstream movies are typically more formulaic, but they have a formula that works like 3/4 of the time. Where
Yeah.
indie, their formula is how do we make it look like we don't know of any sort of formula? We're just beyond all this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be kind of like a what's the term? Just like a big mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you guys want to wrap? It's been a bit more than an hour.
I mean, I'm cool with that. We're not gonna give Jackson Twitter question though. The ultimate Twitter question.
Nah, I couldn't find any. They just got worse as I went down.
Well, let me check one more thing. Hold on. I'll see if there's any other questions that people have submitted.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a question here. Poop.
No, actually, that's not true.
All right.
What are
That's
these pants you said?
That's the ball sack.
Google ball sack pants.
All right, I think maybe we should wrap it at this point. Plus, I would have to go in the next few minutes, anyways.
Same.
All right, one more thing. Actually, no, that's a bad question. Never mind. That's it.
It was nice to meet you, Jackson.
Jackson,
Yeah,
you got anything
sure.
you want to plug?
Nah, I'm not gonna self promote here.
No YouTube,
I'm gonna be respectful.
but like no
That's
YouTube.
cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I
we
guess
want
I
you to
can
plug,
plug.
man. We want you
I
to
guess I
plug.
can plug the Chan.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ragu Silvertongue. I put some fire content. Haven't uploaded in 3 months.
Oh yeah. You did a food review. That was good.
I've done a couple food reviews.
There you go.
So go check this lad out.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna wrap it up. This has been episode 7 of the convenientest and the only podcast on the internet. That's funny
Yeah.
because it is not a joke. That's used by Gus Johnson, Drew Gooden, and Danny Gonzalez, and Cody Ko, and everyone ever. The joke is that this isn't actually the only podcast available for streaming. So,
Well, okay, thanks. I didn't get that first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't really understanding.
But yeah, we'll see you lads later.
Yo, they peeling this teddy bear like a potato.
Okay.